Hello everyone, welcome back to the Smart Learning, and this is the part 2 of chemical reactions and equation. In the part 1 video, we discussed about the chemical reaction, what did you mean by chemical reaction, what did you mean by chemical equation, and there are two types of equation like word equation and skeleton equation. With an example we discussed it, and we have seen that what are the changes like physical change and chemical change in a chemical reaction to be happen, and also how we are going to recognize the reaction happened in a environmental or wherever it may, how we are going to identify that. And we have seen day-to-day life examples too of chemical reactions. And also we have discussed the four factors what I told you, that to recognize the chemical reaction like change in color, changing state, evolution of gas, change in temperature. We have discussed these four factors that to recognize that chemical reaction is happening. With those examples also we discussed in the part 1 video. Here I am with the part 2 video of chemical reactions and equations, where we are going to discuss here why is a chemical reaction need to be balanced, how we are going to balance the chemical equation, the reactant side, product side. As I told you that in a reaction there is a two parts, right? The first or left side of the left side part is called reactant, and right side part is called product. Those should be balanced. What is that? How to balance? Why need to be balanced? And also some types of chemical reactions, as I told in the previous video itself, there are some types of chemical reactions. I give just the least what are the types of chemical reactions in this video. Okay, let's start. There is a question arises, right? Chemical equation, chemical reaction is over, then why that chemical reaction need to be balanced? Okay, now see, for example, A plus B giving C as a product. A and B are reactant, but C is a product, plus AB as a byproduct. If we come how to balance it and etc., we are going to learn with an example. We have discussed the change in state, one example as a recognizing chemical reaction. Color, those reactions we are going to balance firstly, and we are some going to give you some examples to balance. Then you are going to familiar with that particular concept. Okay, why need to balance? To satisfy or to obey, or to satisfy, to obey, law of conservation of mass. This particular law should be obeyed. So we are going to balance the chemical reaction. What this law means, what the law states, that number of, every point should be noted guys, number of atoms of element in reactant side, must or should remains equal to number of atoms of element in product side. This is the law of Y22 balance. Why this? What is this law of conservation of mass? States is this. Hope you're going to understand what I wrote. Number of atom of element, or number of atoms of an element in the reactant side. Okay, now see, as I told you that A plus B gives rise to AB. This is we call reactant, reactant, and this is a product. Yes or not? Yes. Okay. Then what they are telling is, what the law of conservation of mass says is, the number of, what are the numbers of atoms or element present here, number of atoms of an element in a reactant side should be equal to the product side. That must a number of atoms should be present in product side itself. If here there is a 4 atoms or elements is present, here should be the 4, not 2, either 1, whatever it may. Here 4, here 4, that should be equal. If there is a 2 1, we need to balance it. We need to balance, and we should take it to the 4. Now ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನ 4 ಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ಬೇಕು. Clear? So that the reaction is balanced. So that's why we're going to balance the chemical equation to obey the law of conservation of mass. Very important question. Very important. May for 2 marks they may ask for you for examination point of view. What is chemical reaction? 1 mark question. What is chemical equation is 1 mark question. Right? What is chemical reaction? One or two substances is becoming changed to give a new substance. It's called chemical equation. Yes. Now let's see some few more examples so that you become familiar with that concept. Okay, let's say third equation, NaCl plus AgNO3 plus AgCl gives rise to NaNO3. It means what? Here An1 balanced, Ag1 balanced, NO3 1, NO3 1. Cl is only present 1 1. Sir, there is no any balancing stage. It means you should write that it is balanced. It is balanced equation or reaction. Reaction or equation. Is it clear? So that I have given example to be aware of that. Okay. What we did not do, sir? It is a balanced. We should write that. Sir, it is balanced. Okay. Right. This I'm going to give you as an homework. You need to be post it in the comment box. Right. We are waiting for that comments. How best you're going to write the equation. Be careful in that because there is a polyatomic group there. Right. This equation I will be making this, and this is a homework to you people. 2 reaction I'm going giving you. 4th and 6th reaction should be posted in comment box. Everyone, we are waiting. Okay. Na, there is a Na here. Na2 is there, so that I'm going to mark it to here. Okay, 2 Na2, and OH here it means 2. So that here is H2, here H2, so that I'm going to put here 2, so that it will be balanced state. SO4, SO4. Done with everything. Na2, OH2, okay. SO4 2, SO4 1, SO4 1, H2 we have marked here. Yes, right. Then write an equation. NaOH plus H2SO4 in bracket gives rise to Na2SO4 plus 2H2O. 2 and 2 have marked. Is it clear? And this is the homework part to you people. You need to post. Okay. And simple, very simple, like single product of reaction. See, here water is a byproduct. Water is a byproduct here. NaNO3 is a byproduct. HCl is a byproduct. So that there is no presence of these byproducts. For example, as we seen for Mg plus O2 gives rise to MgO. In the 7th example, you can take that. Mg balance O2. Simple. Like this reactions also you need to balance for the single product or double product. See, if the product are two, we are going to call the first product is the main product and this is the byproduct. HCl, as I told you that it is the byproduct. But here there is no any byproduct, right? The second part of the right side product is called byproduct. These are called reactant and these are called products. Product. Okay? Right. This is all about today's video, and tomorrow I'm going to come up with types of chemical reactions. There are mainly 9 chemical reactions to be discussed, like combination, decomposition, like displacement, double displacement, exothermic, endothermic, oxidation, reduction, okay, redox reaction. These are the types of reaction you're going to discuss with an example and in the depth wise. See, we have combination reaction, definition, example, but we have decomposition, again 3 types of decomposition reaction we are going to discuss in a detailed way. Don't worry about that. We will make sure that type of chemical reaction is an important topic in this chapter. Very important topic. Most of the questions in a examination point of view comes from types of chemical reactions itself. Is it clear? Right. Okay, let's meet up in the next session, in the next video, by the types of chemical reaction. Uh, until then, learn every types of chemical reaction. Wherever you see the chemical reaction, you need to balance it. That you should be the perfect. And these two should be commented in the comment box. We are waiting. Okay, let's meet up in the next session.